Hello there, Libra, and welcome to your new moon reading. All right, so we have a new moon coming up October 25th, um, potentially October 24th, because I think it's at like 3 a.m. my time or Eastern time. Anyways, around that time, it's coming. So we're going to do a reading for the new moon energy. New moons, for me and a lot of other people, are all about setting an intention, starting a new cycle. It's the beginning of the cycle. So I like to do tarot readings for the new moon and the full moon. I used to do them a while ago. I stopped because it was too much with my job, but I quit a year ago. So here we are. I'm doing it again. So we're going to look at the energies surrounding you and see what potentially you could be planting as a seed if you do some type of intention setting work, bay leaf burning, all of that good stuff, along with whatever your heart desires. But we're going to look at the energy around you and see what can be attainable, we'll say. All right, if you're new to the channel, my name is Melissa or Mel. I almost said or Mel if you're nasty. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry if you get that reference. The High Priestess just jumped out. I'm just going to shove that back in there. I don't really keep the jumpers, but yeah. So, if you're new to the channel, I do tarot readings, witchy unboxing videos, Metaphysical Monday videos, not every Monday, but when I have something that pops into my existence that I am guided to share, that's when we have a Metaphysical Monday video. I have one in the works. I have some supplies that I'm gathering for it, so I don't know how long it will be, but the next Metaphysical Monday video will be about creating an altar of self or for self. So yes, we'll get to that. When we get to that, I have some stuff on order so that I want to show you. All right, we're going to talk about the new moon. Let's do it. All right, Libra. What energy is surrounding Libra for this new moon that they can create? All right. Six of Cups. Hangman reverse. Interesting. Four Cups. Okay. Ten of Pentacles, the Death card. The Death card has come up several times, and the Two of Wands or rods in this. So the reason I am like, what about the Hangman reverse is because this is not a reversal deck. I don't typically read reversals. There is one deck that always flips them around on me. I don't know how it happens, but that is the only deck that I read reversals in. So it was a little jarring when that came out. I mean, kind of right side up though, because like he's like that instead of like this is upright, this is reversed, but he is upright. That's fucking interesting. Okay, sorry, that's the only F-bomb. Hopefully, I used to call the channel Uncensored Intuition. I very recently changed it, so if you're around, you already know. But if you're new, that was why. But I digress. All right, so anyways, I don't normally do reversals. I have one deck that always does it on me, and that deck just likes to be read with reversals, and I have no problem with that. I know how to do the reversals. It's like a thing that I've made with my decks. Like, I'm not going to do reversals. There's already 78 meanings, and the meanings change depending on what other cards are with them. There's no reason to have a reversal. So for me, if a reversal comes out in a deck that I don't plan on reading reversals in, it means a blockage, okay? That's what it indicates to me. Then, anyways, so yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing past. Okay, I feel like maybe you may be having trouble accepting something from your past, and that may be the blockage that we're seeing in here. So we're just gonna kind of like a basic general reading, and then we're gonna pull the intentions from that reading. The Six of Cups is for me an inner child work kind of card, looking at your younger self or your past experience. This deck though doesn't do that for me, because the people depicted in this card are different genders. Now, that being said, if you happen to be trans, this could be very specific to that transition type stuff. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there. But yeah, I feel like that could be your past self if that is your situation. Otherwise, I feel like this is potentially a situation from your past, or that is influencing the now, especially next to that reversed hangman. It's like you're stuck in that perspective. So we want the hangman to be hanging by his ankle like this. This is on purpose to maybe see something different, right? He put himself there. This is not anything that's been done to him. I mean, obviously, he probably had help. I mean, but this is where we want to be. We want to be looking at things from a different angle. All right. So the fact that it came out reversed, where he's straight up and he's upright, but the card is not. It's kind of really telling me that we're seeing things from the wrong perspective, or we're stuck in a perspective that we have left over from our past. Okay. So then we have the Four of Cups again, with that not wanting to accept something. That's what the Four of Cups is. That is, like being offered something, but questioning the offer, or being, the word non-committal just came to my head, but that's not what I was thinking of. So that may apply. There may be a non-committal kind of issue here for that, with that blockage, or not wanting to accept a commitment, or not wanting to accept that there is not a commitment. Okay. That, take it how you will. If it resonates, great. If not, then that was not for you. That was for somebody else. But it's like you're impartial, I guess is the closest word to what I was reaching for. Impartial to you have no opinion on whatever is being offered or whatever is coming in. You're not open to it right now. So I do feel like there is a little bit of a blockage. Oh my goodness. I did not bring my drink in with me. Okay, that's better. Don't smoke. All right. And then in the second row, we have our 10 of Pentacles, which is like generational wealth almost, if I were to give it 2 words. And we have the Death card. I'm not making that face at the Death card. I'm making that face after saying the Death card, after saying generational wealth, because that implies inheritance. Just saying. Or gaining money through generational means from a family member, or possibly even passing down things, with that the 6 of Cups up there, about like being like almost like an exchange with your childhood self or your past, kind of like an exchange, combining that with the Death card and the 10 of Pentacles. It could be just you passing something down to your future generations. That could be all that is. But the Death card is transition. It's and I'm getting more exchange than transition. Like whatever it is that you're passing down, or could pass down, or is being passed down to you, is a transfer, like a transition for that particular thing. So, I'm getting big generational trauma coming up in my brain, that could be being passed down for you to transmute. Okay, so transfer, transition, transmute. Those are the words that are coming for the Death card right now. So that you could be being passed down something from the past that you're hesitant to accept, right? You don't want to look at it from a new perspective. So I feel like that could be like a blockage going on there. That is you not wanting to accept that you have the ability or the power to change whatever has been handed to you by past generations. Okay. And we have the 2 of Wands here, which is he's looking off into the distance, almost like he's got like a crystal ball action going on there. Now, typically in a Rider-Waite deck, this is Morgan Greer, if you were wondering. He's holding a globe in most traditional cards. This looks more like a crystal ball to me, so it's like seeing, like he's trying to see something. And the 2 of Wands, or rods, in this deck, it's fire energy. So we're looking at things that you physically do, passionate about, creativity, that sort of thing. It's like you're like looking for a creative way to do something. That's what I'm getting. So I feel like that would be an excellent intention, um, uh, to ask the universe to bring something creative to you, or to inspire a new creative type of way of looking at whatever this generational thing that's being transferred to you. This is also transfer energy. This is also transfer energy. It's being given to you. You don't want it. Probably because with these two cards, it's probably a little trauma based type of stuff. So you're probably being handed, what I'm seeing is that you're being handed some trauma that you just don't want to, you're either continuing to see it the way that it has been perceived by you in the past, instead of trying to transmute that. Okay, you need to transition that by flipping this hanged man in the right way and seeing a new perspective of that. Okay, again, in a creative way. I'm looking for creative solutions. But I feel like there is a blockage here where you just don't want to accept that you've been handed this trauma. You don't want to deal with it. And I feel like the cards are flat out just saying you need to deal with this, but there's a creative way to do it, right? You're going to find a creative solution. So I feel like that would be a great intention for this new moon. Asking the universe for a bay leaf, creative solutions, whatever, however you participate in new moon, or if you don't, this would be a good time to start, I think. I feel like that would be like, that is like the standout intention, would be looking for creative ways to transmute generational shit that's been baggage that's been passed on to you. If that is not your exact situation, I feel like there is definitely some energy around a shift in perception or perspective. Possibly even physical activity. If you're thinking about getting more physically active, there are things being handed to you. These are both people handing things off, right? Or entity, spirit, perhaps, trying to hand something there. And we have one child handing something to another child. A lot of times it's someone with a little more age and someone that's a little less aged. So it's usually like a child and adult. But anyways, and then we have this, which I called generational wealth. This is like, to me, if you're looking at like a medieval time, or what is it, Elizabethan times, whatever it is, back then, I feel like this is a wedding, and with a wedding comes a dowry. So you're joining your wealth with another wealthy family. Usually, like I'm talking royalty, royal weddings, that kind of stuff, as joining your power, the places that the oh my gosh, the community that you oversee is like joining that. So again, also getting passing down. Pentacles having to do with money, though, also material things, wealth, that sort of stuff. So there could be intentions surrounding specifically passing down or receiving from your, somebody has something that belonged to your grandmother and you want it. You could put an intention from that. Like that's a very specific, but I think you kind of get the idea for that. But those are the intentions that I see for you. Like, I feel like you've got a lot going on, and this was a very precise kind of, like, this all like wove together, like it just like flowed for me. Most of the other readings at around 6 minutes, I was like, okay, we got all of our messages. Like, that was it. Like, there was no I mean, there was intentions that came through, but like this one's a very meaty reading. Like, this one came through with a lot of juice for me. So that's this a little bit longer. I'm trying to keep these around 10 minutes, but now I'm rambling. So those are the intentions that I see for you. I feel like Libras are trying to transmute some shit that baggage that's been passed down. I said no more F-bombs, those were S's, but I'm sorry. Anyways, so those are the intentions that I'm getting. Watch for generational wealth, transmuting things and seeing things from a creative perspective, looking at things differently. Those are good intentions for you this new moon. And if you happen to see this at another time and you're still watching, this will apply now too. It's whenever you see it. This just happens to be when I'm recording it. So I will see you in the next video. Always remember that the magic you seek is in here. Have a blessed day.